Hey, what's up guys? So today I'm going to be doing a Q&A video. I asked you guys questions on Instagram. I said respond to me with a video and then I'll answer your questions. So the first one comes from Lenard C. And Lenard C asks,
where do your ideas and inspiration for your shoots come from?
Okay, so the ideas and inspirations from my shoots usually come from either something I think up and just want to go do, or they come from basically something I see on TV, something I see anywhere. It doesn't even have to be an actual other picture from a photographer. Inspiration, I get inspiration off of looking at other people's work and seeing how hard they're putting in work to try and do stuff. It's not always inspiring because it's hard to continue being inspired, but I like to switch up from different things. Like I do a lot of cosplay, I do a lot of implied nudity, I do a lot of nudity, I do a lot of different types of photography, and that just keeps me going because I do so many different types of photography. I shoot weddings, I shoot events, I shoot everything. So that's how I try to stay inspired, which is like making multiple types of content and being able to produce stuff for you guys. There's a lot of videos that I've made that I haven't even put out on this channel because I don't like them, or I didn't know whether or not to put them out. You'll probably see one next week or the week after, I don't know. But yeah, that's how I get my inspiration and stuff. Next person to ask a question was Alyssa JP15, and she asked,
so here's a good question for you. What caused you to start your YouTube channel and all the cons you go to? What got you into all of that?
So what caused me to start my YouTube channel was definitely gaming. I started gaming and I loved it, and I would put it up on YouTube. I used to make little skits here and there on YouTube before that, but gaming got me really into YouTube. I made videos for gaming. I think I'll put the channel here somewhere. If you guys want to check it out, it was Call of Duty stuff, and I think there's like 2 videos with nothing on there. It was just it's a bit anyway, enough of that. So from gaming, I like making videos, and since I like making videos, I tried real videos with real people, and I started liking that. Then I always went to conventions, and since I wanted to start learning how to do video, I learned how to do photography and started taking pictures at conventions. One day I decided, you know what, I've seen, because I started watching a lot of YouTube, and I saw Sneaky Zebra, Axonel, and Beatdown Boogie making these videos of people in cosplay, and they looked amazing, and I was like, I need to try that. I've been wanting to make video, I haven't done it, let me just do it with cosplay. And I started it at a small con because I got bored, and then I just kept going and going and going, and now I've been doing it for years. I stopped for a whole year, 2017, but other than that, like I love making it. So that's how I transitioned into cons. I've gone to cons since 2005 or 2004, and ever since then I've gone to cons, so it was just so easy for me to transition into making something like that. Next question comes from Mikey to Life Photos.
Yeah, I've got a question. So what are the differences between the big 3, Sony, Nikon, and Canon for photography or videos, especially for somebody starting off?
Alright, so the big 3, Sony, Nikon, and Canon for photography and video. Well, for photography, all 3 are really good. Now, everything just changes completely when you go into video. So photography wise, the color channels are all different. That's one thing. I think Nikon is like blues and greens are brighter. Canon is orange and reds, and I forgot what it is for Sony. But basically, all 3 are really good for photography. You can always edit your photos, which is easier than editing your videos. Now for video, the big one, I would have to say Sony. They're killing the game right now, but Canon is trying to catch up. Haven't caught up quite yet, but they're there somewhere. Nikon has fallen way behind, and they still come out with stuff to compete. But in all honesty, like Sony has this low light capability that no one else has. So for a beginner, if you're gonna go with anything, if you like mirrorless, go with Sony. If you don't like mirrorless, then definitely go with Canon or Nikon. It all depends what you're trying to do, and if you're trying to shoot sports, you're not exactly gonna use some camera that can't shoot really quickly. So it all depends what you're trying to do. But other than that, like for video, in my perspective, I would say Sony, Canon, Nikon, in that order. And for photography, I'm a Canon user, so I'm gonna put Canon, Sony, and Nikon. Well, no, Canon, Nikon, Sony. Even though Sony has gotten really good, I still would prefer a Nikon over a Sony for photography only. All right, guys. Well, those are the 3 questions. If you want, just follow me on Instagram. It's just right here. Follow me on Instagram, and just next time I ask for questions, you guys can ask me a question. You'll be on my channel. Yeah, all that good stuff. Peace. P15. Let's see. Next question is from Alyssa J. P. Next question is from. So my next question is from.
Here's a good question.
Okay, so what? I don't remember the password. So what caused me to make? So what caused me to start a YouTube channel? And I was bored at a con. It was a very small con, and I decided to make one, and it came out like crap. But it was actually